All right, good morning. Happy April 14th. Oh my goodness. We are so excited for our topic that we have here today. For those of you that are joining, make sure, as always, put your handle down below. It's the benefit of joining us live. That followed by a live Q&A that is post the recording. So if you haven't joined us for a live webisode yet, you don't know what you're missing. But today we're so excited. We have Andrea Bona, who is I mean, I don't even know where to begin with all the things that she does, but she is a freelance artist. She is an absolute business professional. She has a beautiful coaching mindset and also coaches on mindset and public speaking. So we're excited to have her here to bring to light the things that we can control, the things that we do have the power to do during this time. And so, Andrea, we would love to just learn from you and learn more about you.
Thank you for that positive introduction. I really appreciate that. And I'm happy that we can all be on together today, regardless of the times that we're living in. If I have one purpose today, it's just to allow us a sacred space to pivot together. And I think that regardless of what technology we have out there, the number one pivoting source is a relationship, and that usually comes from human contact. And Zoom right now is providing that contact, and I just hope that we can spark something together today and just pivot one new thing. It doesn't have to be a complete lifestyle change. It has to be a heart and mind change, and then the life just takes over. As 𝘺𝘮𝘮 posted all over the place, what I want to talk to you guys about is using resources to show up for your clientele. My background is in bridal styling and makeup. I have been running a bridal styling company for about 14 to 16 years now. I'm giving myself the 2-year leeway of grace, because we know we've all made mistakes within our companies, correct? I mean, if you made a mistake, raise your hand. We're all here together. And sometimes those are the best learning concepts. I want to throw some things out at you guys today, but I would love for this to be interactive as well. So if you do have a question, I mean, tag 𝘺𝘮𝘮𝘮, get a hold of her. She can unmute you guys and we can go from there. But my heart and soul is in bridal. It is definitely a different type of niche here in Metro Detroit. It is definitely a full-time business. And what I learned over the years was incorporating different values within the business to keep it proactive and productive and a streamline of income. But what I want to talk to you guys today is, regardless of the world standing still, you are not standing still. And there are lots of resources that we have available at our fingertips. And I want to just kind of dive into how to use those and how to take small steps into adding that value into your business, regardless of where you are in the stylist industry. And can we just applaud the fact that because of this global situation, we as stylists, wherever we are on the spectrum, are together and we are united. And that just shows that this industry does have a foundation of unity, regardless of any kind of cliche or stereotype out there. We do have the ethics, the morals, the kindness to have that unity. So I want to talk about, in a salon, you really want traffic, correct? You want people wanting to come in and out of your chair. If you have not accepted the mindset that your virtual presence is a way for you to have traffic, I want you to pivot that today. You don't have to have a war with it. Just say, today I'll accept one new concept, and that is that my virtual presence, which is my Instagram handle, my website, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you just started a TikTok last night, but that is all a form of traffic. And virtual traffic is really important, regardless if we think if it's a millennial kind of a thing. I am not a millennial, by the way, I'm a zennial. So even if I can pretend to be a millennial, you could pretend to be something else also. So you want some virtual traffic on your handle. That means you want people coming in and out and seeing what services you have to offer. Or maybe right now your service is your personality, your loyalty, and what you have to offer. So virtual traffic, regardless, is very important. How do we create that? This is where I have had many phone calls and many Zoom meetings with different photographers, and we said, wow, in Metro Detroit, if anything taught, what it really has taught us in this moment is that we really need to have an investment of content. So just kind of like how you have an emergency fund for that rainy day, this is a catastrophic day. This is not the rainy day. This is the day where you wish as a stylist you had that. It's called cash, but it's not spelled like cash, of virtual content that you had saved into a personal account where now you can start digging it up and posting it every single day in people's faces. I always want to say it's not spammy when you are your authentic self. So one thing I'm always going to say is I detest spamming. Do not spam people with something you are not. But your genuine self, go ahead. Sprinkle it onto the world like confetti because it's genuine. It is like water coming from a cloud. It will always bloom fruit. It will always help a flower bloom. So if you are constantly throwing out your genuine self like confetti, there will always be a profit. So if you don't have content right now, that's okay. Let's talk about content. So content is any kind of pictures that you've had with your client. Right now, Lightroom is a free app that you can download onto your phone. You do not have to get the extended version, get the free version. Today, we're only going to be talking about resources that are at your fingertips. I am not having you guys make any kind of an investment today. I want you to invest in yourself before you can invest into anything else. So right now, we're going to dig deep and just find out what our superpowers are. We're going to use them in a business professional way, and we're going to learn how to advertise and how to create virtual traffic being our authentic selves. That is never a counterfeit, and it's always going to bring you clientele into your chair, and even if that's a virtual chair. So I want you guys to think about content. So write that down, highlight it, be like content, question mark. If it scares you, write this scares me. Great, we're going to overcome that fear this week. Content is something that is all about you. Maybe you have some pictures from 5 years ago of you with a client. I want you to dig that up. I will help you how to find a free preset. Find my email, find me on Instagram. You are allowed to DM me. I will give you any kind of free resource that you need during the next 2 weeks. If you have not jumped on board in the next 2 weeks, that's okay. You just have some more soul searching to do until you're ready to pivot, and I'm okay with that. Being adaptable. So we talked about you want virtual traffic. Next, you want to be adaptable. You guys, this is a new season. I want you guys to write down new, circle it, write an arrow and say forever. And if that scares you, circle forever and be like, I am crapping my pants right now. That's okay. So circle, I am adaptable. This is the new. If you're not okay with that statement, your business will not pivot and you will be stuck in 2019. 2020 means this is the new. I am adaptable. I will thrive. It's not survive. Surviving means you're barely making it work. I will thrive. We are stylists, which means you are an artist, which means you create. You're a business owner, so now you have dual mindset. You are an artist, but yet you are aligning business mentality of income with the two. That already makes you a superhero. I don't know if you've understood. Can we say that again? If you are creative and you're able to pay for everything for your family, and if you are able to live primarily out of debt, you are a superhero. Most artists get applauded for always being an artist. You are an artist. That's so wonderful. We are not starving artists. And I don't know where in society we've allowed this negative connotation to give us a title. We are artists that thrive. We adapt to the new. We latch onto it. And we tell the new what it's going to become. We are the artists. I want you guys to know that in society, artists are the ones that create a visual for anything new. We're not the accountants. I'm not going to give you numbers and statistics on the new. That's someone else's job. But we are the first visual, talented superheroes to give the world an image, a visual image of what is the new. I want to give you guys a really silly example because it'll be stuck in your mind. And I want you guys to say the word stuck. Like in Seattle, people have taken gum and glued it onto the walls. And I mean, remember that tunnel of the gum? And it's like from floor to like ceiling, just reused gum from people's mouths. And it is like, it is a tunnel that all tourists walk through. What is that made out of? Gum, saliva, DNA that has been formed into art that took many people chewing. It wasn't one mouth chewing, sticking it onto a wall, and now it is like a phenomenon in Seattle. And if I tell you guys this, you guys are like, oh yeah, I know that tunnel. I've been there. Oh my God, I was scared to touch the gum. Nowadays, I'm sure no one's gonna touch it because of Corona. But what I'm telling you is, it doesn't matter what visual we create. Do you understand that someone taking gum out of their mouth, putting it onto a wall, has created a lasting tourist legacy? Thank you for all of you here that are artists and superheroes. You guys are going to be creating new visuals for 2020, 2021, 2022. The new is in your hands. So I want you to realize the superpower that you have. An accountant cannot put a visual on what is the new. They're going to put numbers. You are going to put a visual. And not only that, if you are in the Zoom phone call, you're probably a business owner, you're going to create a visual with a new service because that new service layers on new income. Okay, so new visual, new service, new income. And if you're looking for someone to give you authority to create that new income, then you forgot your superpower. You are the artist creating the new. That is how we get to creating relational content. So you're like, oh my God, Andrea, you are just like giving me a bunch of motivational speaking. This is like fluff. This feels like it's Rachel Hollis. You're not giving me anything to anchor who I am. I told you I'm not an imposter. We're getting there. This is how we break down walls of you. The only person that is running against you is you, okay? So I want you guys to create relational content. I want you to think of your favorite client in your chair. What does that client love about you? Are you a good listener? Do you always bring out the best in them? Do you not listen to their crap and say, hey, listen, you know what you're saying is crap, right? Like, are you always redirecting this client? Okay. So I just listed 3 things that had nothing to do with your art. Did I say hair color? Did I say haircut? Did I say anything else? Nope. Everything I listed was your personality. This client is making an investment in you because of what you have to offer them that lasts more than 6 weeks out of that chair. So that is where you're going to start with your content. You're going to write your name on a piece of paper and you're going to draw an octopus. My octopus probably is not as artistic as you. I'm an abstract artist. And you're going to draw as many tentacles as you think you are worthy of. If you start off with 2, I am going to be sending so many positive vibes your way that you're going to grow 4 by the end of the day. On those tentacles, you're going to write everything that clients love about you. And I hope that you transition over to what you love about yourself. What is your superpower? Okay. I'm going to go into a practical one I like to read. I think it's a #1 free resource. I think that just as you're continuing your education, if you are not educating yourself about mainstream media, New York Times, what are people digesting, which means reading, then you're missing out an opportunity of income. So I love to know what's the New York bestseller, what's everyone reading. I like to put in an audiobook while I run, while I work out, while I cook, while I clean. I don't believe in doing anything around the house that does not bring me income without educating myself. So that means that my AirPods are on, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm walking, I'm jogging, I am doing all the hats, okay? I'm doing all the things. But I'm educating myself because I want to bring value to my business. So now put that on your IG, put that on your Instagram, put that on your TikTok, put that on your website and say, hey guys, I love reading. This is the time where we've all been indoors and we're being safe and sound. Let me know what you're reading. Get your clients to start responding to you. Build that visual traffic, okay? Maybe you like cooking and you're like, well, I never told my clients I love to cook. Start posting those things on there. Why? I want to see the dimension, like the way that you guys create dimension in hair. I need to see all the layers of you. Have you really found your niche? Like, who are you? Most of your clients in the new are going to be hiring you based on personality, loyalty, and then the customer service that you can provide. I think we forgot that customer service is not linear. In the new, customer service is how many dimensions can you add to your client? What else can you give? And I'm not saying that this is going to be like harvesting everything you have inside of you. I'm saying that people are going to ask you harder questions. You know why? People are a little bit braver and bolder and wiser than we ever have been. To be honest, they are not looking for a cookie cutter. They're looking if you want to align with them. And I appreciate a client like that because that means that the moment I align with them, their credit card is in my hands. When you have those clients, the next 20 years, they're not leaving you. They know that your investment is a streamline. Stop thinking that, oh, I can't wait to get to this appointment. I'll see you in 6 weeks. You are a streamline. That streamline means that at any moment in time, when you have developed a virtual service, start charging for it. I'm going to start charging $50 for this, $100 for this. Start slow, go up. People love virtual services, regardless of what you think, they really do like a virtual service. So that is how you're gonna resource your superpower. Maybe your next superpower is you love yoga, but you don't want to tell anyone. Please tell them. Figure out a way to show different layers of yourself. You love music. Think about all of the ways that really burst your creativity and show your clients the roots of your creative mojo. Where did it start off? Like, what keeps you fresh? Sometimes people ask me, well, what keeps you so fresh? And I laugh, but I think we should wake up every morning feeling fresh in our industry, which means thriving, new. I'm always in the new. I'm not stale. I'm a stream flowing with the new. Example, my brides are freaking out, correct? I mean, this is catastrophic. So I developed complimentary 30-minute Zoom consultations for my current brides. So those current brides have loved having a 30-minute coffee with me, telling me about who they hate and how this is not going down and what their possible new dates are. And that's okay. I can listen to it for 30 minutes. We're locked into a contract anyway. I want to provide a complimentary service. Now, those brides have loved the 30-minute complimentary service. They have told all of their 2021, 2022 brides, hey, if you want, you can have a service with my girl. It's 30 minutes. She'll let you know how much hair and makeup will take, timing. She'll help you create a virtual schedule for your wedding date. Maybe you want to brainstorm different looks with her. She will talk to you. Maybe you have questions about 𝘺𝘺𝘺𝘺 Hotel. She's been there and she has done weddings there. Here is her Zoom. Why don't you set up, here's her email. Let's set up a consultation. For a new bride that is not locked in with me, that service is a paid service. They're already locked in. Their girlfriend has had a complimentary service. The girlfriend has said, if you are a new bride and you are not locked in her contract, there's a small nominal fee. I mean, add $50 for 30 minutes, maybe do 4 a day. I think you're sitting pretty. But you have to have that value, that resource already streamlining on your IG. There was nothing counterfeit about this. I have been posting it for 3 weeks. I have been talking to people for 3 weeks. I have done the hard work as my children are screaming in the background. The bride is crying on Zoom and I'm like, yes, I am here for you, even though I want to rip my face off. But I did it because my heart really did care for my clients. And if you're genuine and you're not a counterfeit, through a screen, you can feel my power. And I am so generous. I'm going to give you little confettis of my power because there's a lot more where that came from. You guys, think of virtual things that you can offer your clients. I know that sounds like extreme. It's really not. It's the new. So if you are trying to go into a new season with an old mindset, you're never going to cash in on that. Okay, right now people are doing all things on Zoom. They are taking piano lessons. They are taking one-on-one makeup classes. One thing that we're offering is makeup in your bag. So you bring your bag of makeup to my Zoom or my friend's Zoom, and you pick all the items out, and I just show you what to use them for. I don't even touch your face, and this is going to be a paid service. Obviously, we're starting off with very minimal fees. You're not trying to cash in and, you know, create some kind of stock market here. What you're trying to do is create a value. Complimentary is cute. Clients love it. It makes them feel fuzzy and cute. Investment is locked in, loyal forever. Do you guys see the difference? We need the two. You need to give somebody a really nice flower or a card. It makes them feel warm and fuzzy. And then you got to lock them in with an investment. And I don't know why, and sorry if there's men on here, but for us women and you men, it's like I always have to have an investment to prove that we have arrived and we are here. And maybe that's something we just need to come to terms with and pivot and conquer it once and for all. So teaching people about here right now, the best thing I would do as a virtual offer is everyone's complaining about biofilm on their roots, correct? They're not using a deep cleansing shampoo. They have some buildup. Why? They're not really showering regularly. I would get on a Zoom, I would make an apple cider vinegar cleanse, and I would charge everyone $20 for 15 minutes and show them how to use a deep cleanse, detoxing for their roots, and how everything's gonna grow. Are you being a counterfeit? No. We have used this in our kitchen for years. The best thing right now is teaching people how to use what they have at home to create something. They are dying to spend money. I'm not saying they're dying to spend thousands, but they are dying to spend up to $100 on something. They can't purchase anything. So what they want to spend money on is an acquired technique, an acquired skill, an acquired education. They want to spend money on morale, on self-esteem, self-reflection. They're with themselves. A hype person. Remember, like $20 is a good connection. It's like having a transaction. And if you guys think that relationships are not transactional, they are. Like everything is a relational transaction. And I don't know where we came into this world of, well, no, we just have to do good to do good. That's cute. We all do good. But if you are in business and you don't expect a transaction, check out. That's probably like the most stern thing I'm going to say on this Zoom. If you are doing business with everyone in your circle, and if you are doing business with all different types of category of networking, and you are not expecting a transaction, get out. Go teach a book club. Go do something else. But in order to be in business full-time or even part-time, everything you do is a transaction, or it's a deposit, or it's an investment waiting to hatch. There's nothing shady. There's nothing obscene about that. And if that offends you, I want you to write it down and say, I'm offended. And then I want you to search your soul and say, why is it offensive? Has no one ever made an investment in you? Right? Are you not worth someone saying, you know what? You offered me a free service. You gave me $350 worth of free services. I feel so blessed. I feel so wholesome by what you have given me. If that person doesn't go home for 3 weeks and thinks, man, how can I pay this forward? Then there is something wrong with our society. A photographer offered me a $600 free session. I booked it. I, in return, gave her $3,000 worth of clientele payment, and one client was a newscaster, so that is a lot of awareness. If someone invests in me, I make sure that my next step will blow their mind to where I'm forever imprinted in their social circle. Why? I want to show them the power of kindness. Kindness always pays it forward. I don't care how you were brought up. I don't care what your religious belief is. I believe everyone has the power to do good, and good does not sit still. It is a stream that goes forward, and those streams build big things. And that is the only way that our community of stylists can go forward. I think it's enough is enough with the division and with, this is my category, you stay in your lane, I'll stay in my lane. Guess what, guys? Our lanes have been blown up. And now we're on a call and we're all together and we're gonna brainstorm the power on how to streamline forward. And for the first time in all of our existence, not society, let's just say existence, we have been forced to be face to face through a screen and say, tell me what your superpower is. I'll tell you mine, and maybe you can put some deposits into my business so that I can open up my eyes and try a different avenue of income. Whoa. So you're telling me all these years we have all been doing business parallel, and now we're intercrossing and we're learning what worked for you may work for me. Can you teach me? This is all about what are we learning and are we able to be teachable? And are we able to be authentically present? So this is present. You showed up, you're ready to pivot, you are authentic, you are present. So guys, this is exactly what you need to do for your clients right now. How can you be present? There is no limit on how you could be present, and there is no fraud on how you could be present. I mean, I put up pictures yesterday of me drinking mimosas all day, and I said, today is National Mimosa Day in the Bona household. Was it Mimosa Day? No, I declared it and I made it and I walked into it boldly, and people wrote me all day long saying, oh my God, I think I want to make National Margarita Day. Go for it. But it is a streamline of people having access to me. So right now, how can your clients have access to you? And I want you guys to just really be on there. So anyways, I think I threw a lot at you. I think we overcame imposter syndrome because you are the real deal. I think we overcame spending versus investing. So I want you guys to cross off the word spending from your vocabulary. You don't spend, you invest. You bought those pair of jeans, oh, you invested. That's great, you're gonna look great in that photo shoot. The moment I took out the word spending from my vocabulary, I started investing. And that means that I was accepting a return, okay? So everything is a return. I'm investing in that relationship. Okay, that means I'm waiting for a return. This isn't like the mafia, people. This is just what relational community looks like. I don't know where we forgot that and we put up the shield of being polite and politically correct. That didn't get us anywhere. The only reason I was able to survive in such a specific, special niche of freelancing for bridal was honestly because I went above and beyond for my brides. They were like, hey, can you virtually shop for me today? Sure, $150 per hour. Okay, here's my credit card number. Hi, I really need to verbally process with someone. Sure, $50 an hour. Would you like to verbally process? I cannot tell you guys how I had to expand myself and adapt and put away what my peers would think was taboo, because my clients meant everything to me. They were my bread, my butter, my caviar, my 3 vacations per year. They were it. And I had to really understand that I had to be vulnerable and transparent to really be a successful business owner. And I know that the world teaches you otherwise, but has it worked for you? If it hasn't, let's pivot. All right, I think that was enough.
Yeah, no, I love you. I'm sorry, I was coming off of mute. I literally have like 2 pages of notes. I'm just going to circle back for everybody. that was on just a couple of my favorite things, and then we'll end the recording. If any of the leaders have something that I know we have the chat box is going crazy, talking about complimentary, not free. We loved that.
Yeah.
Some of the things that were takeaway steps or things to take, if you didn't write it down, Lightroom. We'll make sure we also post this below in our private Facebook group. So if you don't already, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Salon Culture Collective in the groups section, and join our group there, and we'll put all this stuff. But Lightroom, so Lightroom for a photo editing app, not you don't even need to buy the updated one.
Nope,
I'm going to add in, you also said, take a look, go find places right now. So many people are giving away complimentary things. And so now is a great time to get those presets you were talking about. Presets, for those of you that may not know what that is, a preset is a preset filter so that you can take photos or use your old photos and make them new, but the preset actually allows you, if you go to an Instagram page and like, oh, all their pictures are so pretty, often there's a filter connected to that. And so the presets are nice for those of us that maybe don't want to mess with trying to do each picture or choose that for our branding. My list is so big, the octopus, but one thing that I loved that you said that would be a money-making activity, especially taking away from this call, is really tapping in and offering Zoom blow dry trainings. Like you can literally section by section someone's hair. You've sent them home with product in the past anyways. They probably always complain how not to use it. I know you were talking about, and again, for makeup artists joining in, what you recommended as far as like going through their makeup bag with them. In the hair industry, it's going through, let's open up all that stuff, take it out from underneath the cabinet and let them put it all up, have that Zoom call, talk about it, show them how to look on the back and see if it's been in there for 3 years and that little canister on the back with the popped lid says 12 months, sister, it's got to go. Like help them clear it out, right? Even that, like helping them clear out. Maybe they used to wear their hair curly, now they only wear it straight. So you could literally DIY clean their closet, clear their closet, making room for them to invest in product when they're back in your chair and back in the salon. So, so again, rather than having them spend money, you're going to help your customers invest in the things that matter, of course, invest in you, and you're going to reinvest into them. And so I just loved so much of the messaging. Thank you so very much for joining. Thank you for depositing into each one of us. And we just so appreciate you. Do any of the other leaders have something that you felt just absolutely needs to be said?
I took 5 pages of notes. So I was just like scribble, drawing octopuses and everything else. And actually, like as a salon owner, one thing that I thought about, which just popped in my head while you were talking, is while we are staying home, having like all the girls in my salon and myself maybe make a little quick, like just 30-second tutorial on how to use our products on Instagram, because clients have been reaching out asking for products since we set up our Salon Interactive through the one product line that offers it. So we've had quite a few purchases through that, and it would just be nice to have a way for them to get inspired to purchase even more, and little things like that are great. And also I think it's a great way to see the people that you're missing that like connection with in person, because I know I've Zoomed a few times with the girls that work at my salon and we're all like, we miss each other so much and things like that. And so just being able to connect, like you said, on a virtual level, I think is what's going to help us fit back into the salon.
Can I add one thing? So my esthetician, is not working, and she had a Zoom with me and she's like, what can I do to create I need to create some type of income. It doesn't have to be a large amount. I just need to streamline. So I said, every day, post all the products that you are selling that are medical grade. And then you're going to offer a door delivery. No touching, no contact. You leave it on the porch. People pay with a credit card. She is sold out. I don't know how you guys feel about that as a salon. That's something you need to think about as a business owner. But I would love if you just show like your favorite shampoo and conditioner combo on Monday. Tuesday, you do your styling combos. Wednesday, you do your must-haves for date night. And then sell it as a bundle and offer free delivery door porch drop off. I don't know how you feel about that. They can even purchase it through Venmo, and then it could be waiting for them in May. But have people make an investment to you now so that in May they're locked in and they're coming back. So my esthetician is completely sold out. Everyone got their door delivery. These were products of $100 or more. So obviously women want to spend the money. I'm not saying it has to be at that amount. Please don't feel pressure or anything if you do feel the pressure. I watched her doing it and I couldn't believe it was so successful, and she did it out of her apartment. So just think of ways to get the girls involved, even if each girl just sends you a video of how they use their product, and every day you just keep reusing those videos. I would be hooked and I would be buying that. I don't sell any products, and I'm telling you, my clients would be like, I need that. Where is it? Can they drop it off? Okay, I want it. And there's nothing with me promoting you. I would love to post all your videos on my IG stories and be like, girls, go get your products. It's time. We know you want them. We're all inside. At this point, it's been almost 30 days. Women are feeling insecure, not fresh. No one's wearing makeup. No one's washing their hair. It is at the point where we really need to give suggestions on how to refresh. And that's okay. We're not here to steal anyone's money. It's not about that. The whole purpose of you doing the door drop-offs is knowing that you are there for your clients, and in May, they need to come running back to you because you were the superhero willing to do some drop-offs. And I think that's where the connection means so much to people.
Oh, bringing it back to connection. I love it. I love it. We're going to end on connection. We will stay live to do some other fellow Q&A. We're going to stop the recording now. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and share this video with that beauty professional you know needs to hear this message. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you, Andrea, for your gift.